Good afternoon, everyone. USDA sees huge year-to-year drop in winter wheat production, down 25% across the entire United States this year. Looking at Kansas, 35% in Kansas alone, and that produces nearly 1/5 of all the wheat grown in the United States. And with that information in your hand, where do you think the prices are going to go from here? And please remember to subscribe to Adapt 2030 while you're watching the video. USDA sees the biggest year-on-year drop in winter wheat production in decades. 25% of the entire United States wheat crop down 47 million bushels this year. And as the grand solar minimum amplifies, you can expect to see this type of weather destruction in our crops year upon year from this point forward. Now, what I noticed in the article right away was they detailed each individual state and how many bushels comparatively to last year in 2016. Illinois down 2 million bushels, Indiana down 4 million bushels, Michigan. They go through Missouri down 9 million bushels, Nebraska. Incredible losses there. Ohio 12 million bushels, and then they go through South Dakota and Wisconsin. But surprisingly, there's no figures for Kansas. So I had to go digging in a different website to find Kansas statistics. Their crop losses for the state will be down 35% this year. Now, what does that mean in terms of a number figure? Well, 1/5 of all the wheat grown in the United States comes out of Kansas. They dropped from 467 million bushels down to 304. When we take a look at winter wheat prices, I do believe, in my own opinion, this is the lowest you will ever see it for the rest of your lives. From this point forward, it's just going to continue up, especially when the harvest figures come in. They may be even lower than what these rosy forecasts are already. This seems to occur routinely with USDA. They forecast out and it comes below the actual forecast. So if it's already this low and they're chopping off this much of the United States winter wheat, can you imagine what it's going to be like when the actual harvest hits those silos? They're at the minimum estimated in the entire United States, down 25% this year, but also corn and soybeans because of the wet start to the planting season. Also, futures contracts on those up. Now, another thing that's going to go hand in hand, tandem with this, forecast shows weak farm income to limit Nebraska's economic growth. So these farmers that can't sell or they couldn't plant, how are they going to get the money for new machinery, or how are they going to get the money for more seeds to plant next year? And as I've been saying all along, when the economic collapse occurs this time, they'll already have a system in place, the digital currency. And you'll always notice when there's a negative farm forecast come out, Ethereum jumps. Although there are two important conferences coming, one this week in China about blockchain using Ethereum and Bitcoin, as well as Euro 2020, which is a fintech conference. And it is my firm opinion that digital currency and the crop losses moving forward are going to be intertwined. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. Please visit Trade Genius. You can talk to Bob Kudla. He's also following on the grand solar minimum losses, where we're expecting more losses globally and how these prices are going to continue to increase from this point forward.